An hour of special comedy is going to be presented Sunday afternoon at Good Theater in Portland. It's called Back to Good Times. It features comic sketches, ad parodies, and some really funny videos. Now, one of those videos is called Now You're Talkin Down East. It's a guide to, you got it, talking down east. We're going to show you a clip of that. It's about how there are people who are, of course, from Maine, but don't sound as though they're from Maine. So let's take a look.
It's right random who sounds down east.
And who don't.
So if you're native to Maine,
and you're self-conscious about your accent,
or lack thereof,
This tune's for you.
What we mean is,
you could be living in Berwick, you could be living in Booth Bay, but when you open your mouth, you
Sound like you're from away.
And with us here on 207 is Steve Underwood, the driving force behind Now You're Talking Down East. He's from Good Theater. Great to have you here. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
So that is a clip from Now You're Talking Down East, which is about a 5-minute humorous sort of song rap video. How did you come up with the idea for this?
Probably 7 years ago, I wrote this for the Maine Hysterical Society, a trio that performed live. We did it once. It was way too ambitious to do live on stage, and it ended up being a music video with like 25 actors from Maine in sequences shot all over Maine, telling you how breaking down the phonetics of how to talk with a down east accent if you are so inclined.
This taps into that rich vein of humor, starting with Bert and I, through Tim
Absolutely.
Sample, even Bob Marley and so forth.
For sure.
Gentle spoofing of Mainers from people who can do it because they're from here.
With a lot of love, yeah.
A lot of love. What's remarkable about it, though, is this is not just something that you dashed off in a week or two. This was really a major undertaking, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Well, a year ago in January, we were all at home, and I started looking at all of these things that I had written. I thought, well, if I do this now, we'll have time to do it. And once I'm producing theater show after show, I'm not going to have time. So we decided to do it because we didn't know if the theater was going to ever open again. And it turned into like a 9-month writing, shooting, editing, reshooting, editing, right up till the moment we debuted it last Sunday.
You had to write something that runs about 5 minutes, and it's very tight and is very funny. There are no spots that really sag, and you got about 25 different performers who were part of it.
It's kind of an amazing juggernaut of Maineisms going on. It's a lot of fun.
Did you get halfway through and say, oh man, I had no idea what I was getting into here?
Absolutely. Yeah, you lose perspective when you're editing over and it's like, is this even funny? And then, you play it for some people, it's like, no, we got to do this. And then hearing people respond to it last week at the theater was a delight.
Let's take another look at a clip, and this is one that focuses on people who are from Maine but don't have the accent, as we said, and it tells you how to get a proper down east accent. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is drop one letter. Here we go.
You can learn the accent phonetically.
Phonetic rule number 1. Want to talk like a Mainer authentically? Never end an ing word.
With a G.
We're not kidding.
Drop that G and enjoy the N, and you'll never ever want to say a G again.
Try it with us. Check this out.
We'll show you what we're talking about. Hunting, fishing, trapping, hey ya. Yep, you got it, sounding good. Pretty soon you'll be a player. Logging, clamming, bobbing, hey ya.
Did you do all the writing of the lyrics yourself, or was this a collaborative effort?
I did. No, I wrote it and kept revising it. And Scott Elliott, who plays bass, is from Maine. He said, there's one line that bothers me. He used the word colloquialisms, and would that work? So it ended up being digging on them down east, salty old sayings. And it was just right down to the microscopic level of, does this tell the story? Does it sound Maine? And that was just kind of a moment where something was pointed out to me. I was like, nope, got to tweak this a little bit more. But yeah, I wrote it and the music for it as well, and played a couple of the tracks, and then got these two guys, Rob Coffin and Scott Elliott, who are just some of the best players in Maine, to funk it up in the bass and the guitar. So yeah.
So this will be presented with the Back to Good Times show Sunday afternoon at Good Theater. What else are people going to see?
Well, the inspiration for this was a little note I put on my recorder. We were laughing. I was up in northern Maine talking about the Uber, how you can't get an Uber north of Portland, and what if there was a rideshare app for way down east. And I won't give you the name of that, but that is its whole series of 2 sketches. There's a Maine limerick sketch, and just a potpourri of things that are all kind of based in the Maine theme. And it runs about an hour from 5 to 6 on Sunday, and still some tickets available, but it's been suddenly people are kind of interested in checking this thing out.
Well, of course, it's so great to have people back in live theater again, and I know it's been a tough haul for good theater, which is a labor of love. You guys aren't getting rich on it. You do it because it's from your hearts, so it must be awfully nice to have it.
Yeah, in these harrowing times, making people laugh feels like about the best thing you can do, when you can't do anything else. And Desperate Measures is also playing that day from 2 to 4 before the show at 5. So that's the end of the season. The Sunday wraps it up for us on April 24th.
Steve Underwood, great to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks so much, Rob.
We've got information on everything we've been talking about in the 207 section of our website and app, all that information about good theater and the show coming up Sunday afternoon. Stay with us, back with more in a moment.